we do also have our own, I would say maybe short term strategy. We also have got our own small scale generation where we basically develop our own generation plants for own use. If you walk around City of Ekurhuleni, especially across most customer care buildings, you realize that now we've maximized the roof space there where we install our solar PVs. But that is just for our own consumption, not necessarily to supply or feed onto the grid. So I think more in the short term is to actually make sure that all our buildings were able to supply renewable or clean energy to all our operations. In that case, we are reducing the demand from the grid, and then again, we also then generate our own electricity for sale, to our customers. So that's more on the medium term, and in the long term strategy. Obviously, the as I've alluded on the first question, we have appointed around 47 and also going to increase the number of IPPs. So that's more long-term strategy in terms of energy generation, also energy security, where we actually want to sort of like reduce the reliance, that we have from the national grid. As we all know, I mean, it's common knowledge, the problems that our national grid is facing. So now we also then want to reduce that burden that we put as the city. I've indicated around 2.5 gigawatts. So we also want to reduce that a strain onto from the national grid, where we can develop and generate for ourselves and also sell to our customers. So long term, obviously, in terms of generation, these are long term power purchase agreements that we have signed, but we are also still going to sign with our appointed power producers. And then these are 20-year power purchase agreements. So you can clearly see that's more, of a long term. So as I've indicated, we are saying at least by 2050, our supply should be around 50% should come from independent producers. And then you can clearly see that that's more of a long-term strategy. So I think in short, I think that's where we want to place ourselves as city. As I've indicated before, we also then want to remain sustainable. We understand that most companies, especially even here in Ekurhuleni, most companies are going basically they're installing their own alternative power sources. And then what that means, it means that now you end up having a declining revenue margin. So basically, electricity that we used to sell to them now becomes less because now they are generating by themselves. So now it then leaves the municipality in a bit of a dilemma. So look, the revenue that we used to generate from selling electricity, we can't generate the same. Then what is the next business model for municipalities? In this case, that's when now we look at issues of trying to position the municipality as a grid service provider, meaning that now that's when now talk of the issue of wheeling will then allow private companies to wheel energy across our grid, and then in that way we are trying to put a correlate to actually basically make the city more sustainable in trying to adapt to the changing environment, because we cannot stop it. I mean, people are going to install their own alternative power generation. Then we just need to position the city in such a way that we are still relevant, even in the changing electricity space. So I think that's, in short, that's more of our strategies in trying to remain relevant in this space.